not a good effort. A very poor job by me. Obviously preparing the team, and also getting run out of the game at the beginning of the second half. When that play happened, I did not see any indication of whose ball it was. I assumed it was our ball. Shep was going to take the ball out, and we were going to adjust our press break, and then all of a sudden she gave it to the other team, and without telling anybody, and they threw it into Porter, and he made a three, and it just, the whole thing didn't look right. And so, I was trying to get an answer as to what happened, and then it was, bang, bang, and then that was it. So, but, times right now are difficult, challenging, everything else. A lot of guys have a lot of extra responsibility that they've never had before, and so we've just got to absorb it and do better.
We talked about shot making some before the game, but you guys have had only 103 tonight, a couple of struggling offensive games this season. What are you seeing on that end of the floor that maybe isn't up to the level that you hoped it would be or think it could be at this point in the season?
Well, I mean, the lack of playmaking at the point position is really, it's a factor, in the kinds of shots that we're getting. I thought Sheppard played a great game. He played the best game he's played since he's been here. And he's playing out of position tonight. And so that was great to see. He was fearless, and he attacked the game. And so that's what we got to do. That's how we've got to be from top to bottom. Give Brooklyn credit. They came in. They played hard. They played, a sticky, physical brand of basketball, which they always do. And we won the boards, but it didn't matter because there were a lot of free throws, And so once again, fouling is an issue, so we got to do better there.
Do you see fouling as something that's late rotations, poor guard your yard? Why do you feel like they accumulated to this extent in this game?
Well, at times the ones we need to avoid are the ones where there's a lack of concentration, and it's an avoidable foul that maybe a touch foul, maybe your body's in position and you reach unnecessarily, things like that.
You talked earlier about just guys having more responsibility. I mean, just how drastic do you see the changes for some of these guys in terms of the shots that they're looking for?
I don't. Listen, I'm not looking to make excuses about this.
I'm not going for
No, I really clearly I'm putting the blame on myself. Okay, so just make sure you make that the headline. I'm sure whatever fool at the paper will do that, and that's what it should be. It shouldn't be heaped on the players. It shouldn't be heaped on Pascal or Aaron. It should be heaped on me, and so I got to do a better job of getting these guys ready, and I got to stay in the game. Like Jay Huff tonight had a breakthrough. That's a positive. We'll look for positives, with all this stuff. But no, it's, this is tough, and this is when the NBA can be really merciless. And so you've got to find the opportunity in the mayhem.
Well, I guess to ask it that way, what's the challenge like when you've had some of these guys playing certain roles and they've been effective for you in those roles, and then asking them to do something totally different? Like, what is even the challenge like for you trying to figure out how to best do that and make it as easy for them as you can?
Yeah, I mean, it's NBA coaching 101. Is like, here's a bunch of challenges, go figure it out, And so we got to figure it out, It's simple as that, and that's all right. I don't dodge the responsibility. You can't can't preach accountability and then run away from the challenges, from in a leadership position. So, I mean, it was a rough night.
You mentioned Jeremiah Robinson Earl got you 15 rebounds. Just what did you like about just the energy that you got out of him there for a guy that's only been here for 4 or 5 days? Just what's impressed you about what he's done for you?
Robinson Earl's a winning player. flat out. He's another Villanova guy, that just plays pure, plays hard, understands the game, does the little things. So he's doing a lot of good stuff. I mean, that guy got thrown into his first game the other night, against in a big divisional rivalry game, and held his own. So, we gotta get Cody Martin some more reps and some more time and all that kind of stuff, and just stay in the next man up mode. There's no other way to do this.
Your guys' offensive rating is low, in the lower three teams of the league, tonight only 103 points. Where do you feel like on that end you guys are lacking compared to what you have been last year, what you even were earlier at times this season? What are you seeing on that end of the floor?
I think last year we played a lot faster and with a lot more tempo than we are right now. It's early on in the season, but I feel like right now we're kind of getting out-hustled and outworked and outpaced. So got to play faster and find easier ways to score that don't put a lot of pressure on a lot of guys.
How do you get that back when every lineup is like it's the first time this five has played together, or somebody's been on the team in Cody's case for a day? It's all new and fresh all the time, but you're trying to establish something at the same time.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now. So a lot of getting to know each other's strengths, and I think that will come with time. But right now it's just important we can control what each player can control, which is effort and just doing the right play or doing the right thing, making the right plays. So.
You made 3 threes tonight, got in the paint. What are you trying to, from a shot-making perspective and generating perspective for yourself, focus on, especially as you've been given these responsibilities at the one all year?
Yeah, just playing more confident, playing more aggressive. Obviously, I feel kind of out of position right now at the one, but I'm willing to step up and do whatever the team asks from me. So it's felt good. So.
What's it been like for all of you guys? I guess for you, for Aaron, for Jarris in particular, all guys that have you guys did a lot of just sort of catching and shooting, last year, or getting a lot of kind of run out stuff, and you've got to handle and create a whole lot more than you did a year ago. What's that like for each of you, but also what's it like collectively as you're trying to figure out not only how you function in that space, but how the other guys function in that space?
Yeah, with all our playmakers out right now, we just got to find other ways to create, and guys like Aaron, Jarris, and myself, we just got to find different ways to score and get our teammates involved. But, I feel like we're doing an all right job right now, but obviously there's more that we got to do right. So,
how different is what you think of in terms of what's a good shot? When you have to create off the dribble or if you have to shoot something contested, I mean, how much have you changed what you think of when you're thinking of the shots that you need to take?
I feel like I'm not really thinking as much out there. It's just flowing and coming to me, but I know what the right shot is, and I know what the right play is, and I don't think I'm going to ever force a shot. And a lot of guys know that, and a lot of guys play like that on our team. So just playing team basketball, and I feel like all the guys know what the right shot is, but obviously the roll of the game gets rolling and stuff happens, but I think we know what to do.
Just what did you see started to break down, I guess, early in the fourth quarter in particular? I think you guys started 4 of 16. Where did things start to go haywire there?
I felt like we just got outworked today. They were out hustling us, playing faster than us, and I think they just wanted it more than us, and that can't happen. That's not acceptable. But we're all gonna come together and do what we got to do for these next couple of games on the road.
Granted that you have so many injuries, it's clear why struggles might be happening. But after the deep run of last year and all the high highs, how much does being 1-7 hurt or suck right now?
It's early on in the season, so I don't really have a stance on that, but it's a long season, and we just got to go out there and take every game day by day and just see where we can go from there.
You finally found your stroke tonight, defended well all season, but what did you see for yourself click offensively, whether it was just shots going in or something else?
Yeah, I mean, been trying to get in extra work with Johnny, Jim Boylan, just getting in a rhythm. I think tonight, there's no rhyme or reason to it necessarily, but it was nice to see a few shots go in.
That was the second most threes you've ever attempted in an NBA game. Was that something are they been telling you to focus on? Is that a focus for yourself? Where did that come from today?
I have no idea how many I took. They've been telling me they want me to get shots up. I've been trying to find them. There's times where you're more open than others, if that makes sense. Like sometimes the ball finds you, sometimes the ball finds somebody else, and that's like that's a good thing. We have a lot of guys on this team that can shoot. Next time it might be somebody else's night.
Generally, offensively, why do you feel like you guys have been clunky to start the season?
It's a tough situation we're in. A lot of guys that are here haven't played this many minutes before. We're missing a lot of the key pieces. That's life, but it's always next man up. And we got a lot of guys playing really well. Jeremiah played his butt off tonight, rebounded like crazy, and all things considered, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Obviously, the record's not showing it, but we got guys playing really hard, and a few points here and there, and our record looks very different.
You mentioned guys playing more minutes. I think a lot of guys that were already playing a lot of minutes are doing different stuff. Basically,
Yeah.
they've been, Aaron in particular, Ben in particular, guys who've been in a lot of catch and shoot situations they're having to handle and create a lot more. What's it like for you guys as a team to try to figure each other out on the fly, because so much of this offense is based on randomization anyway? Like, how do you guys know what you want to do when it's totally different roles?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't have as much experience with this team, obviously. I know those guys are having to step up within this team that they've been a part of, which I'm sure is different. I'm just coming into a new situation, which is also different. But, it's something that takes some adjustment time, I think. And I don't think there's a team, better cut out for that. Like, these guys, obviously, when they went to the finals last year, these guys have played in big games. Like, they know what they're doing. I got complete faith that we'll figure this thing out. And, obviously, again, the record doesn't look great right now, but we'll write that.
You mentioned Robinson Earl. Just how impressive is it to do what he's done, to do what Cody Martin's doing, to literally just put a uniform on and then just jump in without a practice?
Yeah, it's difficult. I've switched teams mid-season, and I got a practice in, and it's still incredibly difficult. So to come in and be told, hey, we're doing this in a shoot-around, and then to go out and play a game and not look lost is itself a feat of just basketball skill. And I think it's a testament to those guys and how good at basketball they are.
What in particular did you kind of see? We know we asked about struggling on offense to begin with, but where did you see kind of go a little bit haywire in the fourth quarter in particular?
Again, a lot of times shots don't fall. Something here and there. It wasn't like things just felt like they spun out of control. I've been a part of games like that where 1 minute the lead's 16 or 18, and you're like, okay, we're figuring this thing out, and the next second it's worse. And I feel like that didn't happen tonight. We kept it, pretty close. I don't know what the most they led by was, but again, it's here and there, play here and there, and things look a little different.
Hard pivot. Why do you tap your chest before free throws?
It's a mental thing. I worked with a guy named Jake Rockbach a few years back in college. Something that back in college I would set a lot of screens, maybe we get a rebound or two here and there, and then I got to shoot a touch shot at the free throw line. And my percentage wasn't very good and needed to just find a way to get in rhythm. We came up with that.